There's a video of the Eglin Air Force Base UFO incident, but the government won't release it. Let's talk about that and a whole lot more, so get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, from Ross Coulthart, the DoD Aero FOIA request acknowledges a video does exist from the January 2023 Eglin Air Force Base UAP sighting, but refuses to release it. But someone is not being truthful because Aero officially claimed in its report that there was no video because the jet recorder was not working. And if this object was just a balloon, why is it a national security secret, right? And there is the section in question right there. And Lou Elizondo himself replies to this saying, exactly right, Ross. No video exists and nothing to see here, folks. Well, okay, actually there is a video, but we can't release it because it's too sensitive of an event that wasn't sensitive. What type of logic is that, right? Super secret industrial balloons, guys. It's top secret industrial runaway balloons. It is such a secretive balloon, they can't even release it. I love it. Meanwhile, Roger Stanovic is reporting that a huge metallic sphere was found on a farm in Australia. Huge metallic sphere found on Australian farm. Witness is too spooked to get a closer look. The sphere is approximately 4 to 5 feet in diameter. I'm trying to exclude the possibility of it being a Lincoln calibration sphere. I don't know what a Lincoln calibration sphere is. But we got giant balls, guys. We got giant balls, y'all. Meanwhile, from howsandwhys.com, the CIA doc reveals ET destroyed Russian troops using Sodom and Gomorrah weapon in the 1990s. A really interesting document found in the CIA archive speaks of a UFO attack and a scrimmage held between Russian troops and ETs. The source of the information provided by the CIA document is based on the 250-page file obtained by the agency after the dissolution of the Soviet Union, which occurred under Mikhail Gorbachev in 1991. And this was talked about on Joe Rogan. According to Joe Rogan, this report tells a story. It says that during a regular training mission, a flying object shaped like a saucer flew close to a group of Russian soldiers. One of the soldiers then fired a missile designed to hit flying objects. The missile struck the UFO, causing it to crash nearby. After the crash, 5 creatures similar to humans, but with small bodies, big heads, and dark eyes, came out of the wreckage. They fired a brilliant white spherical ball of light toward the Soviet military, buzzing and hissing. The strange object exploded, turning 23 soldiers to stone. 2 survivors of this battle with aliens told others what had happened. Transcript of the document is as follows. One of the CIA representatives referred to this case as a horrific picture of revenge on the part of the ET creatures, a picture that makes one's blood freeze. A CIA representative stated, if the KGB file corresponds to reality, this is an extremely menacing case. The aliens possess such weapons and technology that go beyond all our assumptions. They can stand up for themselves if attacked. Well, see, I don't know if it is a extremely menacing case. It's very scary. They killed a bunch of soldiers. If this is true, it's terrible. However, they were shot down and potentially just defending themselves. So it's very interesting that UFOs can be shot down by mundane weapons, but this has been reported again and again and again. Fascinating file from the CIA, supposedly from the KGB. That is actually former CIA director James Woolsey. He looks like a KGB guy, but he's actually CIA. I guess there's a difference. I know, I'm a cynic. But either way, an amazing case. I would love to know whether this was true or not. What happened to these beings? Is this technology understood that can turn human beings into stone? That is terrifying technology, but I don't think the motivations behind the beings doing that were necessarily terrifying in and of itself. Meanwhile, a great UFO sighting in Iraq. Check this out. It's really hard. It's okay. There you go. Okay. 2 of them. 3 of them. Okay, let's see it again. All right. Is that a camera artifact? Is that a glitch? Or those birds? And the camera is just interpreting them in more anomalous ways? Or is that a legit UFO or some other anomalous phenomenon? Let me know what you think. Meanwhile, another Boeing whistleblower has died. Whistleblower Josh Dean of Boeing supplier Spirit Aerosystems has died. Joshua Dean, a former quality auditor at Boeing supplier Spirit Aerosystems, and one of the first whistleblowers to allege Spirit leadership had ignored manufacturing defects on the 737 MAX, died Tuesday morning after a struggle with a sudden, fast-spreading infection. So yeah, was this a death caused by infection, or was it caused by something more sinister? And it's very troubling that these Boeing whistleblowers keep dying. Obviously not related to aliens directly, but could it be a message to other whistleblowers, including ET whistleblowers? Meanwhile, check this out. This is amazing. This is exciting, guys. From Gonzalo Chavez, who's been reporting on the Nazca mummy case. Well, Mexico, according to Gonzalo Chavez, will soon present evidence of a non-human craft. What? We're going to get a UFO from Mexico? This is insane. This is crazy. Is this related in any way to the Nazca mummies, or is this totally separate? Man, I can't wait for more information about this crazy story. But yeah, J. Alberto says Mexico is proving to be larger in tests of non-human beings like the Nazca Tridactyls and soon of ET spacecraft fallen on Earth. I am saving this last one for those U.S. declassifiers who do not talk about by the Tridactyls confirmed by John McDowell, and that's the American scientist that has been studying the Nazca mummies, or one of them. So yeah, so is this in any way related to the Nazca mummies? Because of course that's something that J. Alberto and Gonzalo Chavez talk about all the time. So is this totally independent of that? This is a UFO that has fallen to Earth, so I guess not shot down? Could this be how the Nazca beings got here? Is some sort of crash, UFO crash, something like that? Obviously we don't have any information right now, but this is an extremely juicy story that I'll have my eyes on, and if you see it before I do, let me know. Meanwhile, Matt Ford lays arrow to the daisies. I love it. He says they love talking about the serious side of UFOs, but they also like to talk about Arrow.
Like to talk about the Pentagon's UFO office, Arrow, otherwise known as the Pentagon's in-house bullshit factory, and the Pentagon's sole source contractor for their raw material of bullshit provided by the CIA. Now, as everyone knows, you can have the best product in the world, but no matter how good that product is, it will likely flop if you don't have a good marketing team and social media influencers to peddle it. Luckily, the Pentagon and the CIA have their own UFO bullshit marketing team, the Professional Debunkers. Now, the Professional Debunkers peddle the Pentagon and CIA's bullshit product to hoodwink Congress and the American people by tweeting excessively on Twitter, rewriting Wikipedia, and writing news articles parroting Pentagon talking points. Today, we have news that the CEO of the professional debunking operation, Mick West, is writing a book about UFOs and asking for help. A veteran UFO researcher sent us this message from Mick West.
Okay, I'll let you watch Matt Ford's full video at your leisure. Great stuff as always from Matt. And yeah, I'm very excited about Mick West's upcoming book. In other news and good news, David Grush is going to be speaking at the SALT conference later this month. So that's amazing. It's going to be a new audience for David Grush's information. Maybe he'll even have something new to share. Who knows? Also, I believe General Mark Milley is going to be speaking at the conference as well. So yeah, keep your eyes on possible UFO disclosure or something at the SALT conference. Meanwhile, what happens when two bubble rings collide? Have you ever wondered that? Probably not. I never had, but we are about to find out. Look at this. Look at this crazy action. Oh my goodness. That is pretty cool, guys. That is pretty cool. Nature is fantastic. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. I don't even want to talk. That's just so cool. Meanwhile, Jimmy Corsetti says one of the most profound mysteries of the Egyptians is the inexplicable level of symmetry in their statues. This level of precision far exceeds the capabilities of the human hand. We use computers to achieve this level of exactness today. Did the ancients possess lost technology? And there you go. Here is some of the proof of the incredible symmetry of the ancient Egyptians. That really is fantastic. How did they do the things that they did? Or did they do it at all? Last but not least, remember this UFO over LaGuardia? Well, apparently it's not the only one. Check out a reporting from Ben Hansen.
Year, and he said when he saw your the news, break the story of Michelle's video, he said, I was coming into LaGuardia, I was about 20 minutes out, and he said he looked out the window and he saw something, according to him, was the size of an SUV. It was football shaped and silverish in color, but he said it was huge, and this thing approached kind of, I guess, semi close to the plane, and then 2 or 3 others approached. And then they kind of, I don't know his words, zipped or just, took off pretty rapidly. But he felt that it was not a conventional craft of any type. And then later in October, he was leaving LaGuardia and was doing the outbound departure, which sometimes will go over Hudson Bay. I'm sorry, the Hudson Valley. And it was heading out that way. And he said he saw another one.
Okay, so there you go. Multiple UFOs this guy was seeing over LaGuardia Airport in that area. And of course, we know that there was a famous historical case of UFO over LaGuardia as well. So is it LaGuardia Airport itself that is attracting these UFOs? Or if we went to any airport and we looked up, would we be seeing these objects? Well, there's cameras all over every airport, right? And we don't see this level of activity at other airports. Maybe people are just hyper aware of it at LaGuardia because of that historical example, or maybe there's just more going on there. What do you think? Is there more activity at LaGuardia? And if so, why? Let me know your thoughts on that and everything else covered today in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, links below. Like and subscribe, become a channel member, buy some merch, and I will see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.